Great to see all of you. Have you got any questions before we get started? We've got a couple of minutes, I think, before we get started. So if anyone's got any questions, you can ask me in the Q&A and I'll answer them if I can. Just to let you know that over the last few weeks, I've recorded an immune boost audio session, and so many people have got on that. It's now in over 20 languages, including Hindi, Gujarati, Russian, Chinese. So if you know anybody in the world who wants to help boosting their immune system naturally, send them to my website, freddyjacquin.com. And recently I put out an audio for empowerment, and the same thing's happened. People have got on board and they're recording it in different languages, and it's been a bit more fun this time because I've said that we can, if you've got an accent, you speak in English, because a lot of people are saying, I'd like to help, I'd like to get involved, but I can only speak English. Although I speak it in a Yorkshire accent and Scottish accent. So we've been on the site now, on freddyjacquin, .com site. If you go to empowerment, you can hear that now in a wonderful female Scottish accent. You can hear it in an Indian accent, in a Northwest accent. We've got Nick, I believe, is here this afternoon on this call. He's recorded in Russian. It's been recorded in Hindi by a Preeti Raul. So if you're interested and want a bit of time out, so they're only like 15-20 minute audio sessions, but they're free. And what I've put on there, because so many people are doing it and downloading it, there's now a donate button to Save the Children. So there's that's free. All those things are free on my website. There's a free quit smoking website, worldquitsmoking.com. And again, that's free to download. Anyone you know that wants to quit smoking, they can read the booklet, listen to the audio, quit smoking, and only if they want, because all of these things are what I call honesty projects. If you want, if you quit smoking, it's saving yourself tens of thousands of pounds, and you want to donate to Save the Children, there's a button there. You can just donate directly to Save the Children. Just to let you know about those few things anyway. All right, so welcome everybody that's joined, and thanks for joining me. And this afternoon session, if you like, is going to be about clarity, because you know, I'm assuming I'm the same as most of the people in the population, where there's so much conflicting conversations going on, what we should do, what we shouldn't do, you know, what we can, what's going to happen next. And it's very difficult unless I imagine you're really in the know, to decipher between all of those different things. And it's also the question of, you know, how are we going to get our business life back? A lot of people out there now have not been working. I live in this tiny little seaside town, and we're coming into the holiday season, and I can only imagine what it's like for restaurants and bed and breakfasts and hotels around this area who can't make a living. It's a terrible time. So the whole point of today is to give you the space through hypnosis. I'm going to hypnotize you all, just take you into a space where you can get in touch with all of your own understandings, resources and strengths. I think if you've listened to some of my webinars before, you'll have heard me say that I believe the only person in my therapy room with the answers to the problem they present with and the resources and strengths to overcome it is the person sitting in the therapy chair, not in my chair. So I believe you already have the answers to these questions. It's just that sometimes life kind of gets in the way, and we're trying to think about one thing, and then before we know it, our brain goes off on a tangent and we're still in the same quandary. So what I'm hoping to do for you today, in fact, not what I'm hoping to do, what I'm going to do for you today is to help you get into a state of mind where just for a while, everything else is periphery to what you really want to achieve today, and the answers to the questions that you've been asking about what you should do next, what's the next thing to do. You know, obviously, we have to continue to listen to the science and the medical people. You know, it's okay, so I've got a gut feeling it's okay to go out now. That's not any good. You know, we've got to listen and do what they ask us to do to stay safe. But think about what we can do now with technology. I'm lucky enough now that I can continue to work, and I continue to help people around the world through Zoom, if you like. I know that's not the same for everybody, and I know, I believe that after this is all over, a lot more people will understand they can work from home instead of traveling into London every day. If you can work from home, I'm sure that's going to be a new thing in the future. But for people who work physically, it's a completely different thing. But as I said, this webinar today is all about getting in touch with your own understandings, your own feelings. Just have some respite from the turmoil that might be going around in your head as to what to do next. As Amanda said, you know, we're 2 months into this now, and all of a sudden a lot of us are starting to go a bit stir crazy. I live, as I said, in this seaside town, and yesterday, as much as this social distancing is still in play, it was like a summer's day down here. And I'm sure they're tourists, I'm sure they're not all locals, and it was just so many people out. It's a problem for the community here in Hornsey, which is normally about 8,000 people, which probably swells to 25, 30,000 people in the summer. But at the moment, we've been in a kind of bubble because we are a small town and a small community. But as soon as people start travelling in, then, you know, we're open to all the stuff that's going on outside this town. So, as I said, we have to keep our distance. We have to continue to do that, be sensible. But someone just said snap. You know, they're in Snowdonia, and I'm sure it's the same there. All of a sudden, you know, you've got crowds of people who are just not listening to this and listening to what the government is saying, the doctors are saying. So the idea today is not for me to say, because I don't know any more than you do. All I'm saying is that I'm going to help you get into a state of mind where you can get in touch with your own answers. Look on this as a bit of timeout. You know, the other day I waffled on for a long time and it took us an hour. Today it's going to be maybe half an hour or 3/4 of an hour. I am going to, as I normally do, speak to the part of you, which is crazy, I know, speak to the part of you that has the answers to these questions, because somewhere within you, all of those years of your living, all of that, if you imagine like that, like a warehouse of knowledge and understanding. And when we think about things consciously, if you imagine going into a dark warehouse with a torch, and all that we actually see is where that light shines. But within that warehouse, if you imagine everything you've ever learned, everything you've ever experienced is somewhere in that warehouse to be utilized and used at this point in time. So all of that knowledge, all of that understanding, all the strengths you've gained throughout your years, through the experiences you've had, are there to be gained. And what hypnosis does is, if you like, switch the light on in that warehouse. So you have access to all of those memories, all of those strengths and resources. And you can go and find what you need to help yourself achieve what you want to achieve next, and find that next step in this process we're going through at the moment. Okay, so if you've got any questions on that, please ask me. There's a couple of questions. I'm just going to see if anything's relating to what we're saying here. Yeah, so it's just from the question earlier. Okay, and I am going to, you might experience mediomotor movement. As I was saying over the last few weeks, when we learn anything to the point where it becomes an automatic function, something we can do without thinking, you know, driving or reading or writing or speaking, once it becomes an automatic function, something we can do without thinking, then we no longer have conscious control over it. We can put our conscious mind on it, but the moment we get distracted, we go back to doing that automatically, if you like. And the majority of the time, if not all of the time, your instincts, your brain is trying to do two things. It's either trying to protect you in some way, or it's trying to give you pleasure. And at the moment, this is about protection. So when I help you go into hypnosis, I'm going to speak directly to the part of you that is running that protective mechanism that's keeping you safe and well. I'm going to ask it to explain what it's doing, and it's obvious it's protecting you. Then I'm going to ask out of your creative mind and find the answers to the questions you're asking yourself about the very next thing that you need to do to help you in this recovery from this lockdown. whatever that might be, the safe way to continue. And if that is, at this point in time for you, staying indoors, then that's the thing you have to do. And just find within ourselves ways to keep ourselves occupied. In 2 months, you can learn something. You know, in 3 months, you can have some new experiences. So I'm going to ask your unconscious mind to find those things for you, to work, search, and find ways for you to be happy throughout this and stay well throughout it. And we'll just see what happens, okay? Look on this as time out and understand that while we're here together, you are all that matters to me. I want you to be happy. I want you to be well. And I want you to find the answers to those questions that might have been going around in your mind. So you can find some clarity. And I'm going to run a couple of things today. One is what I call, which sounds really, really painful, but it's not, is psychological decapitation. At some point, I'm going to help you separate your mind from your body so your mind can drift freely and find the answers to those questions while your body goes into a completely relaxed state. I'm also going to run another little technique, and this is one of my techniques from my book, Hypnotherapy, and it's called Dream Architectural Therapy. I'm going to take you on a little trip where we can get to those answers that you have within you, so you can take those strengths and those resources and then bring them back with you, so you can then utilize them as you go through the next few weeks and months, okay? So what I'd like you to do, if you're ready to do this, and make sure that you're safe, there's nothing hot on your lap, your chair will support you, so get comfortable, look on this as time out. As I said, just, you can listen to me if you want, but I don't mean this rudely. I'm not interested in your conscious mind. You know, you've tried to find these answers consciously, but it hasn't happened. Your unconscious mind will hear everything I've got to say, and it will take from it what is needed for you to find those answers, so you can make that next move safely, okay? So what I'd like you to do is get comfortable, place your feet and your hands separately, and when you're ready to go into hypnosis, when you're ready to make these changes, find these answers, what I'd like you to do is this: take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, just allow your eyes to close. That's right. And allow that feeling of relaxation to go down through your body. Just for a while. Nobody wants anything. No one expects anything. There's nothing for you to do but to relax. And start with the very top of your head and allow your scalp to relax. Imagine having your head massaged and your scalp is relaxing completely. Let that feeling go down to those tiny little muscles around your eyes. Allow your eyes to relax. Let all that tension go. Imagine it's happening automatically as you listen to my voice. Let that feeling of relaxation go into your jaw. Any tension in your jaw, relax in your jaw. Let your tongue relax in your mouth. Let that feeling of relaxation spread into your throat. Now let your neck relax. Let that feeling spread into your shoulders. Imagine you're having your shoulders massaged. And all that stress and tension just disappearing from your shoulders. Those muscles loose and relaxed now. Let that feeling go down into your arms, biceps, your triceps, your forearms, your wrists, your hands, your fingers. Let your arms go all heavy, loose and relaxed. And as you do that, you may become aware of certain sensations. You may even become aware of your pulse or your heart beating. As you relax even more, the muscles in your back, stomach and chest. Just for a moment, focus on your breathing. And imagine that you're breathing in calm, you're breathing out tension. You're breathing in calm, and you're breathing out doubt. And let those words from the thanks protocol just resonate as you breathe now in and out. I recognize the good within you. Thank you. I care about you. And I want you to be well. Just keep repeating those words as you breathe now. I recognize the good within you. Thank you. I care about you. And I want you to be well. Let those words relax you even more. Stomach relaxing, legs relaxing, right down to your ankles, feet and toes. Every muscle, nerve and fibre relaxed. Just for a while. Nobody wants anything. No one expects anything. There is nothing for you to do but to relax. That's right. Deeper, deeper, deeper down now. Imagine you're just dropping down through space and time. Nothing bothers or affects you. Nothing disturbs you. The deeper you go, the better you feel. And as you drift even deeper, just for a moment, think about the people you love, people that love you, friends, family, loved ones. See those faces, feel that love now. And as you feel that love, as you see those faces, every ounce of doubt disappears from your mind. And the deeper you go, the better you feel. Because with the eyes closed, you can continue to relax. And as you drift deeper and deeper now, my voice, my words will drift with you to become a part of your experience now. Every word I say just doubles that feeling of relaxation. Deeper, deeper, deeper down, 10, 20, 100 times deeper. Where even the effort it takes to be aware of the sound of my voice or the meaning of my words may almost seem to be too much effort to bother making. It's so much easier simply to relax and enjoy that letting go. Allowing events to occur in your own time, in your own way. A drifting down 10, 20, 100 times deeper now. And as you drift even deeper, my voice, my words will drift with you to become a part of your experience now. Every word I say just doubles that feeling of relaxation. Like you've had a bliss anesthesia. Feel that flooding your body and your mind. Nothing bothers or affects you, nothing disturbs you. And as you drift even deeper, every word I say takes you deep, and everything I say now becomes your reality. Every suggestion I give you, you'll act upon, carry out without hesitation, is now your reality. Because you have a conscious mind and an unconscious mind. And that unconscious mind, the back of the mind, can continue to hear, to understand and respond to those things I might say without the need for you to do anything at all. It's so much easier for the conscious mind simply to relax and enjoy that letting go. Letting go even of the effort it takes to make the effort that it might take. To tell the exact position of arms, legs, or the entire body now that seems to drift through time and space. That wonderful free floating place of effortless relaxation and letting go. Allowing events to occur in their own time, in their own way, as you drift as a mind. And that mind drifts without boundaries, without borders, without limits. See yourself out there. It's the summer, the autumn of 2020. You've got your freedom back. You're with the people you love. And you're achieving the things you want to achieve once again in your business and in your life. I want you to notice the way you move and the way you breathe. See yourself there, fit and well, feeling great. Step into that body and feel that feeling of freedom. And look back to now and notice the things you did along the way that led to that feeling of well-being. And the unconscious mind can allow those changes to occur, while the conscious mind drifts off someplace else entirely now. That's right, in your own time, in your own way. Aware of events that occur along the way, as the unconscious mind utilizes that opportunity to alter your awareness and to continue that learning in whatever way is the right way for you. And so as you drift even deeper, I'm going to count down from 10. And with every number down, your body will go into a state of total relaxation, total bliss. And I want you to enjoy every moment. But at the same time as counting down from 10, I'm going to count up from 1. And with every number up, your mind will become clearer, stronger, more focused on what you want, how you want to feel, what you want to achieve, and what you need to do next. So as I count down from 10, every number down, your body will relax completely. Every number will double that feeling of relaxation. Every number up, your mind becomes stronger and clearer, more focused on how you want to feel and what you want to achieve. 10, body relaxing, every muscle, nerve and fiber. Imagine you're just dropping down through space and time. Nothing bothers or affects you, nothing disturbs you. 1, the mind is clearer than it's been before. 9, body going deeper, deeper down. Every muscle, nerve and fibre relaxed now, like you've had a general anaesthesia. Imagine that's happening automatically. Imagine there's nothing you can do about that. Nothing bothers or affects you, nothing disturbs you. Body going into a state of total bliss. 2, every negative thought gone from your mind. 8, going deeper, deeper, deeper down now. Just dropping down toward that place of total bliss. 3, every limiting belief that you or anyone else ever placed on you is swept from your mind. 7, going deeper, deeper, deeper down now. Nothing bothers or affects you, nothing disturbs you. 4, the mind begins to separate from the body. 6, going down toward that place of bliss. Every word I say doubles that feeling. Imagine there's nothing you can do about that. Your body is entering a state of total bliss, total relaxation. 5, the mind separates from the body completely and drifts without boundaries, without borders, without limits. Once again, see yourself out there living your life the way you want to live it, free and well, having achieved what you wanted to achieve, finding the answers to those questions, see it clearly in your mind. Go and step into that body and feel what that feels like. The mind drifts without boundaries, without borders. 5, the body just drifts through time and space. You have no idea where your body is in time and space. The most incredible feeling of liberation and freedom. Every number now just doubles that wonderful feeling as I count down. 4, going deeper and deeper now. 3, a feeling of freedom. 2, going even deeper into that feeling. Every muscle, nerve and fibre relaxed, like you've had a general anaesthesia. 1, 0, and now you're in that space. Just you, the sound of my voice, and the most incredible feeling of liberation and freedom. And as you drift in that space, my voice drifts with you to become a part of your experience now. And as you drift in that space, just for a moment, imagine that you and I are standing at the top of a flight of steps, 5 steps that lead down into one of those beautiful gardens that you see in those stately homes. An ancient garden. As I count down from 5, we're going to take those steps into that garden. Every step takes you even deeper into that wonderful feeling, a most profound state of hypnosis. You can see the flowers, the colours filling your senses. You can smell the perfume of those flowers filling your senses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now we're in that garden. You can see the lawn stretched out in front of you. You can feel the softness of that lawn under your feet. And as we walk across that lawn, all those beautiful experiences in that garden, the senses being filled with the perfumes and the colours. As we walk across that lawn, you can see it now. There's an oak bench on the pathway, carved out of a piece of oak hundreds of years old. And we make our way over to that bench and we sit on that bench. And as you look out across that garden, you look up into that blue sky and you close your eyes and you go into the most beautiful sleep. And in that sleep, you go into the most incredible dream. And in that dream, we are walking through one of those fields of gold, the kind of field that Sting sings about in his songs. Wheat and barley, you can smell the perfume of those plants. You can see the sun shining on top of those plants like a golden wave on the ocean. And let those senses be filled with that beautiful aroma and perfume of those plants. Feel the softness against your skin. And can stop just for a moment in that field. And just for a while, just be. Feel the warmth of the sun in your face. Now as we continue to walk through that field, you can see it now, there's a path. A safe path that leads down into a valley. And there are wild flowers as far as the eye can see. Feel those colours filling your senses. Every step down that pathway is going to take you deeper and deeper into the most profound, wonderful state of bliss. Nothing bothers or affects you now. And now, as we walk down that pathway, you can see it. There's an old oak tree, hundreds of years old. Its branches overhanging the pathway. And as we walk beneath those branches and you feel the coolness of the shade, you can see the light shining between those leaves like diamonds. And you can think about the people that have sheltered there, friends that have sheltered there, lovers that have met there over the hundreds of years. And as we walk back out into the sunlight, you can feel the sun on your face as we walk deeper, deeper down into that valley. And now you can see it, that river running through that valley. And now we're on that riverbank. And as you sit on that riverbank, you notice there, tied to the riverbank, is an old rowing boat. One of those boats that you see in the parks. It's been left there, forgotten about, abandoned. There's a number on the side, you can just make it out. It's faded, but you can make it out. And that boat's been left there, forgotten about and abandoned for years. And as you see that boat, you notice on your back is a rucksack. And you haven't noticed it before, but now you can feel the weight of it. And in that rucksack is every negative, limiting belief that was ever placed on you in your life. Every ounce of hurt, pain and sadness, every angry word, every negative belief that's been placed in that bag so subtly over your lifetime that you haven't felt it until now. And now you can feel the weight of it. But as you feel the weight of it, you can see me unstrapping it and lifting it off your back. And feel that thing of freedom as I lift that weight off your back. And watch as I drag that bag over to that boat. And I heave it into that boat. And watch as I undo the rope that holds that boat to the riverbank. And kick that boat out into the river. And watch as the current catches that boat, starts to move it down that river. As it gets smaller and smaller, you can try and make that number out, but it's too far now. As that boat disappears round the corner in that river, round a bend, disappears out of sight, you can lay back on that riverbank and look up into that blue sky, and you can picture that tiny boat way out there on the ocean. A tiny rowing boat laden down with all of the rubbish from the past. Every negative, limiting belief, any hurt, pain and sadness that ever held you back is in that boat. And in your mind's eye, watch that wave wash over that boat and take it down to the very bottom of the ocean, into the blackness. And in your mind's eye, you can see that boat and that bag hitting the seabed and spilling out. Thousands of sea creatures burying that stuff at the bottom of the ocean, never to affect you again. And as you think about that, and as you picture that in your mind, you close your eyes and you go into a sleep. And in that sleep, you go into a dream. And in that dream, we are walking into the most incredible light. A light completely filled with love and joy and freedom. See the faces of the people you love, the people that love you, and feel that light and that love filling you up. And as you walk into that light, you can see it now. There's a door, like the door to a bank vault, a massive steel door. It's got a dial on the front. There's a keypad above it, and 3 numbers pop into your mind. You punch them into that keypad and the light goes green. And we are now opening that door and pulling that door open. And now you're in that bank vault. And you can notice there on the wall some safety deposit boxes. And one of them has your name on it. You go over to that safety deposit box and you open the door. And you pull out the canister and you take it to the table that's in the middle of that bank vault. And you open the lid, and there is a photograph of you having achieved what you want to achieve from here. Having made the next step. Notice the way you look in that photograph. Fit and well. Step into the photograph and feel what it feels like to have achieved it. See what you see and feel what you feel. Feel that feeling now. Now step back out of the photograph. Now underneath the photograph is a piece of A4 paper, and it's folded in half. And as you open that piece of paper, there in your own handwriting are the answers to the questions that you've been asking yourself about what to do next, the next step to take, how to stay safe, how to keep your family safe, what you need to do in your career, how you survive this. All of those answers are on that piece of paper, written in your own handwriting. And you are storing those answers in that part of your mind that's there for the correct answers. That's right, read them into yourself. You can see them, they're written in your own handwriting, what you need to do next to allow yourself to be well and allow your family to be the best they can be. How to get through this crisis in the best way. The answers are written there. Store them in your mind. Now fold the piece of paper up and put it back in a canister. Put the photograph back on the top of that piece of paper and close the lid. Now take that canister, put it back in that safety deposit box and close the door. And now you and I are walking out of that bank vault. And we close that door behind us. You can feel the weight of it as we close it behind us. And now you're walking back into that light, that incredible thing of love, joy and freedom. Feel that love now. Feel it flooding your body and your mind. And as you feel that feeling, you realize you're in a dream you're having on that riverbank. And as you realize that, you're waking up on that riverbank. And you can think about that boat now buried at the bottom of the ocean, and with it every negative limiting belief that ever held you back, all of the hurt, pain and sadness you've ever experienced now at the bottom of the ocean. And now you and I are walking back up that pathway, and notice the lightness of being. And you can see that oak tree now with its branches overhanging the pathway, and as you walk beneath it, feel the coolness of that shade. And as you walk back out into the sunlight, feel the sun on your back. And as we walk up out of that valley, you can see that field of gold now. And as you walk into that field and you smell the perfume of those plants, and you feel the softness of those plants against your skin, and you stop for a moment and just be, just for a moment, feeling of freedom, feeling of peace in that beautiful place. And as we stand there, you realize you're in a dream you're having in that old walled garden. And as you realize that, you're waking up in that garden, on that bench. You can see those beautiful flowers, you can smell the perfume, you can see that lawn stretched out in front of you. And you can see the 5 steps that led down into that garden. And now you and I are walking across that lawn together, and feel that thing of freedom and light and love flooding your body. Now we're at the bottom of those steps. In a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and we're going to run up those steps with a new energy, a feeling of freedom. You have the answers to the questions. Get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we're at the top of those steps. Looking out across that garden once again, you can see that bench where you fell asleep. And you realize you're actually in the most wonderful, profound state of hypnosis listening to my voice. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 5 to 10. And your mind is going to continue to feel stronger, clearer, more focused on what you want. Get ready. 5. Every negative thought that's ever held you back, swept from your mind. 6. Every limiting belief that was ever placed on you is gone from your mind. 7. Feeling absolutely incredible now. 8. Once again, see the faces of the people you love, people that love you. And now feel that love like a burning hot sun in a summer sky. Shrink it down to a white hot ball of light as big as a golf ball. And pull it into the very core of your being. And feel that light and that love emanating out through every cell, every fiber, into the very marrow of your bones, lighting you up, lifting you up. And feel that now, an incredible feeling of freedom, love and joy. 9, a moment of clarity, an absolute clear understanding of what you need to do next to stay well, keep your family safe, and to have the life that you want. 10, a moment of enlightenment. And feel it now. Every negative limiting belief gone. Left with a clear understanding of your worth, your value, and what you need to do next. And so as you listen to my voice, as you go even deeper, in a moment I'm going to count to 10. Every suggestion I've given you, you'll act upon, carry out without hesitation, is now your reality. On 8, your eyes will open, you will feel incredible. Like you've had a ton weight lifted, like you've had the blinkers removed. You'll have the answers to the question. I don't know, it'll be a minute from now, 5 minutes from now, an hour from now. When you suddenly realize you know exactly what you need to do. And you'll find yourself doing it without even thinking. And on 10, that feeling of empowerment, that feeling of clarity is going to grow stronger day by day. As you stay safe and get through this in the best way for you and your family. So get ready. On 8, your eyes will open, you will feel incredible. And on 10, that feeling's going to grow stronger day by day. 1, feeling absolutely wonderful now. 2, to achieve what you want to achieve and do it brilliantly. 3, feeling of freedom from every doubt, every cloud gone from your mind. 4, feel the force of that energy and love through every cell, every fiber of your body. 5, feeling incredibly alive now. 6, 7, 8, eyes opening, feeling absolutely incredible. 9, 10. Okay, give yourself a bit of time to reorientate. If you've got any questions for me, please ask. But I hope you enjoyed that. And instead of wondering or trying to think about it anymore, trust that your unconscious mind has the answers now. And I don't know whether it be a minute, an hour from now, when you suddenly realize I know exactly what I need to do, and you find yourself doing it. Now, your unconscious mind wants you to be well, it wants you to be happy, it wants you to thrive. That's what it's there for. Given the chance and the opportunity, it will do that for you. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've, you know, that you've benefited from these things that I've been doing for you. We've been running together, and I will be running them every Friday until all of you say we don't want to listen to you anymore, which I totally understand. But I'll be running them every Friday. If you've got any ideas for things we can do, I was thinking that next week I would work on self-sabotage. You know, the things we want to do, our physical goals and our career goals and our life goals. And there are times when we just feel like we get close to it. We're right on the brink of making it happen, and then something happens, and it seems like we're sabotaging ourselves. So I think next week, if everyone's up for that, then that's what we're going to be working on. So I hope you've enjoyed today, and that you'll join me again in the future. These are all going out. I'm recording everything, so they will be going out as a recording on my website, on YouTube, and on the College of Medicine now. So look, if you're not already a member of the college, I would suggest you join up. They're a wonderful association. They're doing some brilliant work. They're going to keep you informed of all of the new things that are coming up, and so you can stay as well as you can be. And if you're a therapist yourself, then there's an opportunity there to learn from some great people. And when we're out of this lockdown, they'll be running seminars again and trainings again, which are all of real value to all of us. So have a look at their website. The address is there, and see what they do, and join up. And if you want to know more about me, it's freddyjackwin.com. I do run online training with my son Anthony at Jackwin Hypnosis Academy. So if you're interested in doing some work with me, then let me know, and I'll do it. And you can also book an appointment with me as well. Okay, so look, stay well, be happy. Let's keep doing what we're doing. We are getting through this, as slow as it is. We are getting through it, and we've just got to do what they're telling us to do until they say otherwise. And then we'll all get through this together. Okay, so stay well, be happy, and hopefully I'll see you again next week. Take care.